Hey guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Bob.
I'm Mike.
And this is the Board Game Rundown, and today we're going to do a Kickstarter preview of the limited edition of Dedalos. In this game, we are trying to escape the labyrinth before the Minotaur catches us.
Yeah.
This game is very straightforward. It is tile placement. On your turn, you are going to get 3 actions. You just can't do the same action 3 times. If you don't like the tiles in your hand, you can discard all of your tiles to get new ones, but that's your whole turn. So on your turn, what you're going to do is you can move, you can place a tile, or if you are in this space with another one of your teammates, opponents, you can push them. And that's what you can do.
An action, yep.
So Mike, we're going to just demonstrate a few rounds and so we can see what's going on. The goal of the game is we all start here at the center. Normally when you start the game, the exits are 6 spaces away from the center. There's 1 fewer exits than there are players. And we are, but we kind of got like a little game in progress set up. We played this a couple times before turning on the cameras and stuff. So this is just sort of remnants. That way we can show you what it looks like. So Mike's going to go first.
Yep. I can place any tile on the bottom level. You can place tiles that have 1 star on the second level, or 2 stars, or 3 stars above.
You just have to have more stars.
Than the tile
Yeah.
that you're placing on top of.
Yep.
So I can do those 2 things, and then I can move 1, and then I draw up at the end of my
So
turn.
that's 3 actions, right?
Yep.
You placed the tile,
There it
placed the tile, took a move.
Yep. There you go.
Let's see here. I guess I will go ahead and place a little 4-way there.
Look at that.
And I'm going to move 2 spaces to get on that tile.
So bad news, guys. Here's the thing about this game is there's Minotaur tiles in here. And you have to play
2 of them.
Minotaur tiles, every one of them that's in your hand. So I had 2 in my hand. Now the Minotaur, these tiles are going to stay out, and the Minotaur is going to move 1 space for each tile that is still out. Then when he catches somebody, these tiles get discarded. Oh, well, the red ones actually get put back in the bag. If there were white ones, they would get discarded. So that you're not like totally just keep getting Minotaur tiles like the whole time. So anyways, he can move 2. Since I'm the person that played it, I get to choose which direction the Minotaur goes. So I'm going to go 1, 2. He will capture Mike.
Nice.
Mike lays down here. He will have to discard his tiles in his hand. And then on Mike's turn, and because he caught caught somebody, these go back in the bag. I better mix them up good so I don't get my comeuppance. Now I can take my turn. So my turn, I will play
I
this.
discard my tiles immediately.
1,
Yes.
2. Yes.
We didn't get captured when we played.
I
Tim's
got
playing
captured.
Much meaner now.
I got
Doesn't
captured.
he come off the board?
Oh, the Minotaur comes off the board because he captured Mike, dropped him off here. So Mike's turn was drawing tiles. Now it would be Bob's turn.
I should have drawn a tile on my
It would
my
be
turn.
back to me.
No, your turn was
Your turn is standing up and drawing, tiles.
tiles.
It didn't happen to you, but
Oh.
trust me, I can
Here,
verify.
see.
Tim can attest.
Yeah, well,
That's disrespectful.
we had this match where I doubled back because it was not looking great, and I happened to be standing right on the entrance of the labyrinth when the Minotaur spawned, and so he just grabbed me right away, bonged me on the head.
So ideally, what we're trying to do is somebody wants to draw a dead end so we can block Bob here.
Yeah, well,
But it would take a
I wouldn't say
2-star dead
ideally.
end.
I wouldn't say ideally.
Well, ideally for most of the table.
Well, we don't need like a total dead end. We could
Yeah,
just
we
like
can
just
redirect.
reroute.
Yeah.
I should have done though. Oh wait, I can't.
I think
play 3.
that's called
Well,
malarkey.
these tiles are off our top-down cam, but
That's okay. That's a tile that goes like
Our
this.
side view, you can see what's going on here. We're just trying to redirect Bob so he doesn't get a straight shot.
Straight
to
path
the
to
exit.
victory
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
All right, Mr. Mike, your turn, sir. You actually do get to
Yeah,
go
and
now.
Unfortunately, I'm like way behind here. I'm way back here. I mean, I'm obviously going to move 2. And then we're going to start trying to redirect Tim.
No,
So,
I don't
it's a
want to
good
be
idea.
redirected.
There, so he's got to go around. That's
Right.
it for me.
Well, the unfortunate thing for Mike is I drew another Minotaur tile.
Uh-oh.
He comes
yeah.
up, but he only gets to move 1.
Oh, yeah.
Yep,
So he
because there's
top-
only one
There's
tile.
only 1 tile out.
And now
So-
this will stay out, and these will accumulate, giving the Minotaur more movement
moves
until they catch somebody.
That's right. And something to note, too, is every time you move the Minotaur, he has to keep moving the direction he was going until you get to an intersection, and then you can change directions, but you can never double back because Minotaurs don't double back. They just run
Right.
straight forward, basically. What I'm going to do is then take my turn And I will place this little guy.
I feel like Tim's about to win.
here. Place my
feel like you're right.
2-star on top of that 1-star, and then move 2 spaces.
Yep. Here's Tim for the win.
Here's me for the win.
Bam.
1, 2.
Feels like-
Bing,
This
bang,
felt
boom.
rigged. Felt a little rigged there, Tim.
Who shuffled these?
Yeah, who
Yeah.
shuffled these tiles? Tim was over here with the bag.
That's basically, again, mid-game, how the game would go.
Yeah.
If we hadn't kind of started like halfway in the middle, you probably would have seen more like blocking even earlier on, right?
Yeah.
Like getting these straightaways, depending on who you're playing with, at least with these guys, is a lot harder to do because we keep blocking and
turning
rerouting
and forcing.
and
Yeah, that
turning
happened
everybody
a lot.
around.
We didn't
It
like
sure
really
did.
draw any, but yeah, very much. You get a lot of people doing this to you,
Dead ending.
or Bob's getting close here. Let me dead end him and make him go back around, or force him to put a 2-star on top of this or a 1-star on top of
There's
that.
also this collapsed exit tile, which
Yeah.
was pretty awesome. The
Well-
first game we played, Bob was like,
It was awesome for
Bob
me.
was literally like right here, and Mike goes, "What does this tile do?" I'm like, "Well, that blocks an exit,
Yeah.
like
Bob was
permanently."
just-
Right.
And he just was able to plop that right down.
The funniest part was I had literally just said "GG, gentlemen," and moved my guy to the right to there, and then Mike goes, "Wait, what's this tile do?" And I'm like, "No!" Like all the tiles in that bag, he drew the one
The
tile,
one.
the
Yeah.
one tile he needed to stop me.
GG for good grief.
Yeah,
yes,
no
exactly.
doubt, no doubt. So that's basically how you play Dedalos.
Yeah, that's how you play.
Yeah.
You're in the labyrinth. I have a good time with this kind of game. I enjoy sort of the randomness of the tile draw.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got bupkis and
Right.
you're going to discard and you're going to, hope to draw new tiles. Not everybody's going to love that, but for me, I didn't mind it. I thought it was a good time.
Yeah, so I don't mind this much randomness when the game is as short as it is.
Yes.
Like
That's
now, if it's like a 2-hour game and you're just completely at the the luck of what you draw, it's like,
No.
oh my gosh, like that's
No, no,
awful.
no,
I spent like an hour and a half building this up, and to have it just collapse because I drew the wrong tile. But no, like I got screwed right there at the end by Mike. But I mean, like I said, it was like 10-15 minutes, and I was like, and just like the out loud like.
We played this
Hilariousness
twice
of
with
it.
Teach in like 45 minutes,
Yeah,
If that.
seriously.
if that.
Yeah.
So again, you may not love the randomness,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like 15, 20
When
minutes.
it's that quick,
Yeah.
Yeah, with 3 players.
Mhm.
Now, this can go up to 6.
Right. That seems crazy.
So it'll go a little longer.
That would get
with
hectic.
that.
Pushing would become a lot more into effect because the Minotaur's coming, and I don't have
Yeah.
to be faster
Oh
than the
my
Minotaur. I
gosh.
just got to be faster than Tim.
Yeah.
that
Well,
would be
it-
interesting to see. And there's 1 exit per player when you play with 6?
No, it caps at 4 exits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like the interaction. I mean, you're never just, I'm just doing my own thing and people are going to leave me alone.
No,
I tried
No,
that.
everybody is trying to cap your route. So you're constantly being redirected, trying
Yeah.
to rebuild your paths.
Mhm.
You're constantly trying to run away from that Minotaur because as soon as somebody draws one of these, they're going to push that Minotaur closer to you if they can.
Yep.
Also, even though this is a prototype, I really enjoy the art on these Minotaur tiles.
Yeah.
Those are
Yes.
really cool. I love the art on these Minotaur tiles.
Yeah, I think that it fits the aesthetic really well,
Mhm.
and component-wise, this game's really tiny, right?
Yeah.
It's just the tiles, which are pretty standard.
Right.
They're good quality, assuming that the final version is
It's the
just
same
like
thing.
this.
Yeah.
The minis are fine. They're perfect for what they do.
Yeah.
They're very basic.
Same with the bag. A lot of times you get these like games with tiles and bags, and like you can barely mix them up in the bag. But the bag's a fun,
No,
it's a
it's
good
a nice
size, and you can actually like mix and shuffle them in there.
Nice big
Canvas
bag.
bag.
Yeah.
I like the mechanic of having to draw a 1, 2, or 3-star tile
To cover things up.
stack
Mhm.
on top
Yeah.
of other paths. That's pretty neat.
I'd say the biggest thing that's lacking is David Bowie. Other than
Oh, right.
that,
You need a Goblin
yeah,
King.
you
in
need a
here.
Goblin King in there. But no, it's fun.
And a Ludo. I need Ludo too.
Yeah.
Friend. But no, this is Dedalos.
This is a fun, quick, easy to learn game.
super light, easy breezy, kind of mean, but I don't mind that. You know?
Lots of take that.
And I mean, there was definitely moments when we were playing this that I was just laughing my butt off because it just horrible things that either happened to me or that
You did. To
I did to somebody else or somebody else did to somebody else.
Yeah.
And again, right? Like I really look forward to playing this with higher player counts
Yeah.
because it's going to get really crowded. Because the way we were playing, and I thought of this as the other guys were talking, is what was happening is like 2 people would kind of go down and follow one path, and then the other person would go down the other, right? So you're trying not to like screw up your own path, but still be further down. But I think next time what I would do is if it was just a 3-player game, is I might branch off and just try to make my own way around a little bit. It might be a little longer, but like
that way you could screw somebody else over without screwing yourself over.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
have your own path.
Exactly. Because there got to a time where like Mike and I were here and like I was able to sort of
branch off a little bit
and made sort of a parallel path. One game it worked and another game it didn't. But I just kind of enjoy the little strategy kind of things and the timing of when you place your starred tiles. I was trying to hold on to my starred tiles because I wanted to be able to either block somebody later
or ensure your
unblock
path.
myself, right? Because you can cap yourself or you can be capped into it like a small,
I was literally enclosed on like a 6-tile. It was funny because then I started like, well, I have nowhere to go. I didn't have very good tiles. So I started making my way back to the entrance. And then I drew good tiles. Like, wait, and I started running back the other way.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, things like that, and again, a lot of randomness.
Yep.
If you're fine with that,
yeah,
I think you're going to have a good time.
I'd say it's probably like 80-20, like randomness to skill, right? Because it's more luck on what tiles you draw, but there is skill involved in the holding on to certain tiles or sending the Minotaur a certain direction and things like that. So there's both. Is it completely balanced? As far as luck and skill, no, but there is some skill involved, and there is a lot of luck involved.
Yeah. And again, it's
20
minutes, so whatever.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys. Anything else before we sign off?
Check it out on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Right on. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing, ringing the bell, doing all those things to see more videos like this. And if you want to support the show even more, leave us a comment. Or we do have a Patreon if you would like to monetarily support the show so we can keep producing great content for you. But if not, even the comments, things like that help us a lot. We really appreciate it.
the algorithm.
Yes. All right, guys. For the board game rundown, I've been Tim.
Bob.
I was a Minotaur.
We'll see you next time.
Not really.